falling down.
Hallelujah.
He said, whatever it is over your life, he said, I'm going to shake it up. Now, I don't know what your earthquake going to be. He said, this was a physical earthquake. This was a nature earthquake. But God said, I'll send some stuff in your life to shake up some stuff. But you will feel the shaking and you will think it's of the devil. He said, but tell them it's me. It's me shaking it up. It's me shaking it up. So they can be free. So they can come out of captivity. So they can come out of bondage. He said, tell them it's me. I'm shaking them. I'm shaking them. I'm shaking them. Okay. And so when I kept looking at this scripture, watch this. See, everybody think the devil on their trail. God said, tell them it's me.
All right.
It's me. He said, people build on a foundation. And so, if I want to take it all out, it's the foundation that I got to tear up. But I can't start at the top. Because if I pick some stuff off at the top, the foundation's still there. He said, but if I don't want it to come back, I got to kill the foundation. I got to destroy the foundation of it. Okay, what's the foundation? God, I looked at the dictionary. It said foundation is the establishment of something, and it also can be an organization. How many of you know that the devil come in an organization? It's plenty of them. It ain't just one person, but it'll be an organization of demonic forces that'll come against you. He said, so that's why I gotta shake the foundation, because foundation can also be organization or establishment. He said, I got to tear up the stuff that established this. He said, I got to tear up the organization that's supporting this. He said, I'm gonna shake it and stir it up. Okay. So, if you're in an organization, if you're in on a demonic plan, when God shake the foundation, because you in the organization and you are part of the establishment, which means you had something to do with it, you gonna feel the effects of it too.
All right.
So, if you're part of a demonic scheme, and if you're part of a demonic plot, and if you're part of a demonic plan, and if you're part of a demonic anything, you gonna feel the repercussions of it too. I'm gonna shake everything that has something to do with it. Okay. He said, so I shook the foundation, Pastor Shay. And then the scripture said, immediately all the doors was open and everyone's chains were loose. Watch this. Watch this. What God showed me about the chains. Okay. How many know when God kicked down some stuff, you still got some folks standing in there? I can imagine God sent the earthquake, Sister D. He sent the earthquake and he tore up the foundation. But he said when he looked in there, they had chains on them. There was some stuff in there, Brother Bobby, still holding them captive. So the Bible said that I can't let them stay in there with the chains on them. But I got to shake that too. He said, now Sister Shay, let me tell you what chains can be. When you make up your mind that you won't leave that woman alone. How many of you know sweet talk will come? How many of you know lies will come? How many of you know gossip will come? He said, but I'm not going to just stir up the foundation, but I'm going to shake everything else that can keep you back. He said, I got to free them out of the chains too. He said, because sometimes chains can represent fear. Now God trying to free me, but I'm scared. I still can't come out of this stuff. God trying to loose me, but I'm scared. I still can't walk out this stuff. He said, but I'm going to shake it so that it's going to shake up the foundation. It's going to shake up the chains. He said, and when I loose you from it, it's up to you to run out. It's up to you to come out. He said, but I need you to stir it up. Stir up the gift. Stir it up. He said, stir up the gift. Stir up the gift. Stir up the gift that's in you. He said, I need you to get in the prayer closet. Stir up the gift. I need you to stir up prophetic words in your belly. Stir up the gift. You got to tell every change. You got to tell every shackle to loose me and let me go. I won't stay in these shackles. I won't stay in the chain. But I will let God free me. I will let God loose me. Watch this, watch this. The Bible said that everyone's chains were loose. Now, they saw the were still standing in bondage. They were still in captivity. They were scared to run out the prison. But Paul and Silas told them, don't hurt yourself. Come on out. It was God that did it. Don't hurt yourself. Come on out. Stir it up. Stir up the gift. Stir up the gift. Stir up the gift. God had given them power to pray, power to sing, power to lay on hands, power to speak to some stuff. But God said the saints are so defeated because they won't stir up the gift. I don't care if it's on your job. If the devil's there, stir up the gift. I don't care if it's in your house. If the devil's there, stir up the gift. I don't care if it's in your family. If the devil's there, stir up the gift. He said, stir it up. Stir it up. He said, if you're a preacher in this hour, stir up the gift. If you're a prophet in this hour, stir up the gift. If you're a musician in this hour, stir up the gift. Whatever your gift is, stir it up. Stir it up. He said, it's time to tear Satan's kingdom down. Bring it all the way down. He said, I want you to dysfunction it so that it can't build again. Because how many of you know when you make something so dysfunctional, Sister D, it won't be able to put itself together again. And I thought about you when God gave me this word on yesterday. He said, tell Sister D to stir up the gift. He said, stir up the gift. He said, it's your gift that's causing Satan's operation to go back. He said, it's your gift that's causing Satan's kingdom to come back. God said, yeah, it could have been scheme. It could have been plots. It could have been a plan. He said, but stir up the gift. He said, speak to it. He said, I'm giving you power. He said, speak to it. I'm giving you authority. He said, speak to it. I'm giving you dominion. When you can recognize the devil. See, first you got to be able to recognize his him. See, Paul had to recognize she was demonic. I was telling Sister Teresa on yesterday. She said, Pastor Shay, we trying to get it like you. I said, I'm going to teach you. I'm going to get you there. And she said, you can walk into a service and you can tell when a demonic force is there. It's a gift. But God have told me to stir it up. And so if the music ain't right, I don't mean no harm, but I can hear demons sometimes in the music. Sometimes I can hear demons on the praise team. And I don't mean because I love y'all. And I love the praise team. But when I stand up in authority and I say, do this, but I know Satan is in the house. I know he creeped in from somewhere. So I got to stir up the gift that's in me to run him out of here. Not that I'm mean, and not that I don't love you, but I know when he's in the house. And every time I stand up and tell Satan, I sit over there in that seat, and I say, oh, I know you're here. I be talking to myself. Y'all don't even know I'm talking to myself. But sometimes I can hear it in the music, and sometimes I can hear it in the voices, and sometimes I can just hear it out there. But it's a gift that God has given me. I can discern him when he's in my presence.
Yes.
And why do you think we have good church every Sunday? Because I stir up the gift that's in me. And so, if everybody in here stir up that gift, I tell people that can sing, give it all you got. Don't come to church defeated, give it all you got. Stir up that gift that's in you. If you will believe in God for a new car, you don't know what can happen. If you believe in God for a miracle, you don't know what can happen. If you believe in God for a healing or anything, you don't know what can happen. If you stir up the gift that's in you. And we wouldn't have so many defeated people if folk would just learn to stir up their gift. Ask yourself, what's your gift? What's your gift? What's your gift? People let Satan rule their house. I ain't come to church every Sunday. Ain't gonna let Satan rule none over my life.